Now let us get back to the presentation, to our presenters. We've discussed AI kit analytics. We have these tools. They provide performance. They, as a result, give more productivity. They increase performance and set a low bar to enter this performance. But the question is how to get there. Obviously, you can go to GitHub and download it. From there, you can go to pip and use this hosting. But how to do it simple? Suppose I do not have Christopher 2 or Christopher Neo computer. I want to use Intel tools. In order to do so, there are several options. You can download a wizard, you can download an exe, and you can just run these bits before you go to sleep. Or there is a repository, you can use this in the container, but pay attention to the top right rectangular. There is a tool called SberCloud. You've probably heard about it. And within this 2 days conference, you probably faced SberCloud in this way or another. Oh, you've probably faced Sber at least. So SberCloud has a great tool, ML Space, which has oneAPI integrated into it. And now I would like to give the floor to Vladimir Novozhenov, who is the manager of the project, and he will tell us in details about ML Space, how to use oneAPI, who needs that, and how you should work with it. Vladimir, you have the floor. Hello, dear friends. Hello, Dmitry. I'm really glad to see you here at this conference. It is true, I will speak about SberCloud ML Space, and I'll speak about oneAPI to use it. ML Space platform, just a little bit about it. I believe it's the only platform in the world, maybe up to a dozen, which has a few supercomputers under its hull. It has API tools, which makes it possible to accelerate development in different environments for software to use. So, what do we propose? Together with Intel, we've created a product, Intel API at ML Space platform, which makes it possible to gain access for free, absolutely for free, for anyone who wants to go there, either you're a legal entity or physical entity. I will mention that later. So you can get the access to the API tools at the ML Space platform. These tools make it possible to have studies, some researches. You may be developed or you want to roll out your solutions to the production area, to the production environment rather, and they connect this production environment with all the tools for continuous integration and continuous delivery. Who would need these kind of tools? I believe everybody who listens to us, well, you understand that you need them or not. But first, these kind of tools are needed for software developers, for backend engineers, for data scientists, for data engineers. All these people need these kind of tools to accelerate computations, to accelerate development, design, and to push forward these products. They also need it for corporate clients like banks, retail, telco, high-performance computing. For legal entities, we also provide a set of our tools. We also provide them for universities, from the academia environment, for scientific organizations, and so on. For all these groups, we have our tools. And any one of you can use them. You just have to go to the SberCloud.ru. You can go there. You will be registered that if you have a Sber credit card, it makes it possible to use different services for Sberbank area, for Sberbank system. You won't really need any authorization. You don't even have to log in. You'll be already logged in if you have a credit card by Sber. It makes it possible to accelerate the delivery of products to the final stage. They have different tools to accelerate computations, like C++, Accelerator, and Fortran libraries. All these compilers are necessary, prototyping tools, collaborating activity tools, all these tools which you would need to develop a production-ready solution in order to put it in your environment, or maybe to increase your performance, which is also a possible option. Why would data scientists need it? This tool makes it possible to increase the work with classical ML solutions and with new neural networks. All that is accelerated because of the work Intel engineers have done. Deep neural networks are accelerated at deep TensorFlow and other frameworks. We also use typical libraries. We have Apache Spark and AutoML. In the first case, it is possible to have solutions with the participation of data scientists. In the second case, you can use AutoML or rather Apache Spark for data processing by using Intel API tools. We also have Data Hub, which provides tools to store data, to store artifacts of machine learning. It also provides Marketplace, which you can use and share this data with other counterparts, your colleagues, with other participants of the market. And you can get some remuneration for this. Now let's speak about the ML space itself and what does it have from the Intel side. What is ML space? It is a platform for full-cycle ML development and collaborative work for DS teams, starting with managing data, going for pre-processing and data pipeline, and going up to automated model deploy. First is data catalog. It makes it possible to store data first in our clouds at high-performance cloud storages or in a different stream cloud storage. So you can use this mainstream as any other library or any other mainstream. Then we have environments modules, which makes it possible to pre-process and process data both distributed and non-distributively. Here we provide different tools. Then we have AutoML module, where you can train the model automatically. You can deploy the model. And finally, we have the deployments model, where you can do auto-scaling with different containers. Or maybe you can select a specific container, which we've provided for you using one of our automatic services. Intel oneAPI toolkit. So what do they have inside? Well, first of all, it's the toolkit itself, which has a base set of our tools like C++, data parallel C++ applications, which makes it possible to improve the performance of any code for Intel-based processes. Then we have AI Analytics Toolkit, which has ML frameworks like PyTorch, TensorFlow, deep learning. The deep I mentioned them already, yes. So we have Pandas, oneAPI, quite a lot of different libraries, which are very easy to call for, and then it will be easier to run them. For example, with MathCAD, you can accelerate the processes. Then we have HPC Toolkit, which makes it possible to have high-performance computations using supercomputers and computer clusters. These computations can be used for meteorological research and forecasts. And finally, we have oneAPI, or rather, OpenWin, yes. OpenWinner, this toolkit makes it possible to optimize neural networks before we deploy them to the production environment. And how do we get access to that? It's quite easy. Just about 5 minutes to launch the development environment. You just log in, you get there, and there's no need to do anything. You don't have to purchase equipment, no need to provide additional money for maintenance, no need to install anything. Everything of that is covered. We have support from our side and a lot of different examples you can find exactly there. What is the benefit? Is dramatic acceleration using different benchmarks, frameworks. These libraries allow you to get huge acceleration because they accelerate absolutely different all the libraries you need to develop your data science solution. And finally, in the bottom right corner, you can see a demo how you can create an environment on our platform. You just create the usual two AI analytics to image, then we select the resources where to deploy it. It is deployed, and then we go there and we work on it. So it takes just a couple of mouse clicks to create it. And then we can accelerate absolutely different tasks connected with data science, which use the libraries for different systems, maybe business analytics, some kind of scoring, some kind of search query, ML, NLP tasks. Anything is accelerated if it is stored in our libraries, which use oneAPI. And in the bottom, you can see that it takes about 10 seconds. You can see the demo here, and they have got the access to this computational environment with everything pre-installed and ready to go. And now let's speak a little bit about the access itself. Here you can see the QR code, you can use it and send the application to get the access. So this is the first option. If you are a legal entity, you can use SberID. You should have it by default. If you have a Sberbank credit card, you can go to any services supported by SberID and get the access just in a couple of minutes. So we get to the platform itself and we can launch it. It's ready and you can use it. Takes a few minutes. We wait here at our platform. There are a lot of different modules connected with data science, with ML, AI, which you can use in your business. And you can create your own solutions. So please come, welcome to ML Space platform. We have a lot of instruments and tools to support you. Dmitry, you have the floor. Over to you.
Thanks, Vladimir. Very interesting. So, dear friends, please note that we have another QR code. We have more QR codes now, and I'm sure that you all have it to spend just 5 minutes to get access to ML Space in SberCloud and to Intel oneAPI. As Vladimir mentioned, it's just enough for that to have your Sber ID, which probably all of us have already, and you don't have to register. You just use your Sber ID, you enter the application and get the access. This is a free access. These are computation facilities and computation resources on the cloud, absolutely free of charge. You can use them for your calculations, for your experimenting, and they are free of charge not only for individuals. There are some limited resources for individuals, of course, but if you have a desire to make business together with Intel tools, to make some product solutions along with SberCloud, we're always glad to expand your access, to give you more resources. Intel is cooperating with SberCloud, and we welcome all companies, all potential partners who are willing to build up their solutions together with Intel and SberCloud.